In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a perfect Nigerian egg roll. This is a very special recipe. The outcome is so crunchy, crust, soft on the inside, and it's super delicious. Alright, so keep watching. Please do not forget to like the video, subscribe, and please do not forget to share. Alright, so first you want to start by placing a pot of water on the heat. Now turn on your heat and start adding your eggs. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using 8 eggs, but we're just going to go in with 9 just in case something happened to one. So we'll have a replacement. Alright, so we have 9 eggs in our pot. Just cook that on low heat. We don't want the egg to break, so you just want them to come out perfect. So you want to cook on low heat for like 10 to 12 minutes. And after 10 to 12 minutes, remove them from the cooking pot and transfer to a bowl of cold water. Allow them cool nicely. And now remove the water and crack the eggs in the bowl just like this, just like you're seeing right now on your screen. Next, we are going to be peeling the eggs, and after cracking up the eggs, this is going to make it easier for you to peel. So now remove the skin or the shell, and after peeling the eggs, you want to rinse the egg before using. This is because the small pieces of the shell are going to be on the egg, so you don't want to bite that when eating the egg roll, so you want to rinse it before you use. Alright, so once you're done with everything, rinse the egg, and this is what we have. Even if you have a cut just like this, it's totally fine. That means the white on that part is not that solid, so that's why we have that cut. Alright, so now to make the dough into my bowl, I've gone in with my all-purpose flour, and then I added my sugar, and for flavor I'm using nutmeg. So you want to have that Nigerian egg roll flavor, so go for nutmeg and not vanilla extract. Alright, so I added the nutmeg. I went in with baking powder and a pinch of salt. So 2 main ingredients that will give your egg roll that cracked, crunchy, melting mouth outer part, which is the outer part of the egg roll, is butter and baking powder. If you have enough of these 2 ingredients in your mixture for egg roll, you're definitely going to end up with that cracked, crunchy outer part. And that's how I love my egg roll. Right, so after adding the dry ingredient together, just mix, and then I went in with my margarine. I'm using margarine, so you can use butter if that's what you have. Add the margarine and then mix it in with your hand. Next, we are going to be adding the wet ingredient. For the wet ingredient, I've gone in with milk, and that's cold milk. And then I added 1 egg. Now just whisk that to combine, and next we are going to go in with cold water. So if you want to use milk for the whole recipe, you're totally fine to do so. Or if you want to use water, just go ahead and use water. Even without milk, it's perfectly fine. So I'm using half cup of milk and half cup of water for this recipe. Now I'm just going to mix that well with my hand until everything comes together, and you can see this is the reason I love to always come in first with a spatula. You can see how it's sticking to my hand. Oh my god. Well, we're just going to make do with it. Just go ahead and knead this in your bowl, and once everything comes together, you can now go ahead and scrape off the one that are stuck in your hand. Now go ahead and wash the hand and then come back and re-knead this. So I'm just going to wash my hand and then come back again. Knead this for just a few seconds, and you're not over pressuring this kneading. Do not over knead this. You're just gently, because we need the dough to come together. We need it to come together. So we are just going to, gently, do not pressure, do not force your hand on the dough. So transfer to a work surface and sprinkle with a little bit of flour, and then just bring that together. Just knead it gently until everything is nice and smooth, just like this. And your dough for egg roll should not be like the dough for bread. It should not be smooth, because if you watch the dough closely, you're gonna see it's kind of rough, like something that is not smooth. So that's exactly what we're going for. And once we're done kneading the dough, you just want to, form that into a ball, and now grab your cutter and cut into 8 equal pieces, just like this. And then grab each dough and then flatten in between your palm and insert the egg into the middle of the dough, just like you're seeing right now on your screen. And then gently close that and make sure you seal that part very, very well. You want to seal this nicely and roll that in between your palm like this, just to smooth it. And we are going to just sprinkle with a little bit of flour, just tiny one, just tiny flour, just to help smooth that nicely. And once you're done with this, go ahead and transfer to a bowl, a flat tray, or whatever you're going to be placing this on, and then go ahead and repeat this until you're done with everything. And while you are doing this, you want to make sure your oil is already on the heating up. All right, so if you've watched to this point and you're still watching, it means you're enjoying this video. Please kindly give this video a thumbs up, like the video, and please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. Don't forget to share and also leave me a comment. And for those who are going to be making this for business, you can actually get 17 to 18 pieces out of this recipe. This is just for the house, and that's why we are going for bigger ones. All right, guys, so we're just going to repeat this until we are done with everything. And once you are done, this is how they should look like, just like this. Perfect. And now we are going to go ahead and test the oil. Like I said, I already have my oil on the heat, and now I'm just going to test this with a toothpick. And once this start boiling, we're going to start frying. So before you fry this, or before you throw the egg roll inside the oil, just go ahead and remold it, like kind of smooth it in your pan. And then you want to gently drop that inside the pot of oil, and we are going to be frying this on medium heat. Make sure it's not on high heat, because we need this to be well cooked. We need it to be evenly cooked. And once you drop the egg roll into the oil, you want to stir that quickly, because they are going to be resting on the pot once you drop them in, and we don't want them to burn. And because of the weight of the egg roll, they are going to just rest, and it will take few seconds for them to pop up. So you want to quickly help them lift them up quickly by stirring that immediately you drop them inside the pot of oil, and this will help them pop up quickly. And then fry this on medium heat for about 15 to 16 minutes, depending on how big your egg rolls are. That's the exact time to get a perfect, well cooked egg roll. We want this to be very well cooked on the inside. You don't want to end up with half cooked egg roll. So cook this for 15 to 16 minutes, and once they are ready, take them out and transfer to a paper towel or a strainer. And before you start frying the next batch, reduce your heat, because the oil is already hot and you don't want them to burn. This is because the oil is already hot, so if you don't reduce the heat to a lower heat, your egg rolls, the next batch, are going to burn. Alright, so once we're done, this is what we have. Very crunchy on the outside. You can see how rough and crunchy they look. This is exactly how I love egg roll. I love them to have the texture, that cake texture, and that's how it is. That is just the texture we got. That's exactly what we have here. Crunchy, crust, and it's just so delicious. So you can see how well this is cooked, and it's delicious. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and don't forget to leave me a comment. See you in my next video. Enjoy.